Good day. Welcome again to an episode of Learn the TOEFL the Easy Way with Teacher Fish. So in today's video we will discuss another complex reading question type called insert text, or sometimes called sentence insertion. This question requires you to determine where in the passage a new sentence should be placed. It does not always appear in a text. But when asked, there will only be one of this question per passage. Also, it is always the second to the last question asked. Insert text questions require you to consider different aspects of the English language. It means that you have to make use of your skills in grammar, connecting words, logic, and even flow or organization. To answer this question properly, and since there are multiple things involved, it would be helpful if you first try to understand the logic of the reading passage. Then, check the grammatical connections from one sentence to another. An insert text question normally appears on the test like this. Look at the four squares that indicate where the following sentence could be added to the passage. You will see a sentence in bold. Where would the sentence best fit? Click on a square to add the sentence to the passage. Again, it is now time for us to learn what strategies to use in order to make answering an insert text question much easier. There will only be 3 strategies needed for this question type. To start with, try putting the new sentence in all 4 places in the passage where there are squares. Then read the passage with the new sentence. This will often help you find the correct place for the sentence. Even more effective, remember that in most reading passages, ideas are written in a general to specific format. Meaning that an idea is introduced with general details, and then, more specific details will follow. So, if the sentence to be inserted contains specific details, then it must be inserted after the sentence that is more general. Vice versa, if the sentence to be inserted contains general information, it must be placed before the start of a paragraph or before a specific detail. Next, connecting words may be crucial in answering this type of question. Their presence can affect the flow of the passage. Some of the commonly used connecting words are therefore, similarly, for example, for instance, finally, meanwhile, on the other hand, and as a result. Aside from connecting words, transition words are often included in the prompt sentence. Transition words at the beginning of the sentence could give you an idea about its connection to the surrounding sentences. These would be words like, however, and, so, but, or, therefore. Here's your big clue. If the transition words are, and, so, therefore, or one similar to these, the sentence before the prompt will share the same ideas and opinions with the prompt sentence. If the transition words are, yet, but, however, or a different contrast word, then the sentence before the prompt will contradict the ideas or opinions from the prompt sentence. Pronouns are often included in the prompt sentence. Therefore, when you see a word like they, these, those, or this, look for the sentence that contains the information that these pronouns refer to. Then, the prompt sentence must be inserted after that sentence. So guys, is solving for insert text question getting easier now? Okay. For the final strategy, pay attention to any facts or opinions that are in the sentence to be inserted. Then, see how they relate to the other sentences in the passage. Remember, the sentence to be inserted must fit logically with the other sentences in the passage. So these are the 3 very useful strategies for insert text questions. Now let us check if you understood the 3 and see how you'd use them in answering an insert text question. Here is a part of a reading passage. It says, when a tropical storm begins to intensify, it may become a hurricane. Once a storm's winds reach speeds of 119 kilometers per hour, it is considered a hurricane. Oddly, the amount of rain a storm drops is irrelevant to it being a tropical storm or hurricane. Hurricanes vary in intensity, so meteorologists have created 5 classifications for them. They are categories 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The weakest hurricanes are category 1. The strongest are category 5. Hurricanes also weaken or strengthen at various times. So they often change categories depending upon the speed of their winds. In general, Category 1 hurricanes cause the least amount of damage. That is not to say that they are not harmless. They can still cause flooding and damage the land. Category 5 hurricanes have winds blowing at least 251 kilometers per hour. They can cause large amounts of flooding, especially from their storm surges as they move inland. Their winds can blow down trees. And they can dump massive amounts of rain in a short period of time. Citizens living in the coastal areas are always advised to flee in the face of Category 5 hurricane. Fortunately, they are fairly rare events. Now for the question. It says, look at the 4 squares that indicate where the following sentence could be added to the passage. For example, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina's winds briefly reached 289 kilometers per hour, making it a short-lived Category 5 hurricane. Where would the sentence best fit? Click on a square to add the sentence to the passage. The sentence best fits after the third square. The sentence before the third square says, Category 5 hurricanes have winds blowing at least 251 kilometers per hour. The new sentence also mentions wind speed. It also notes that Hurricane Katrina was a Category 5 hurricane. And it begins with the transition words, for example. This makes it a perfect fit after the third square. As for the other 3 sentences, they all concern the danger hurricanes pose or the damage they can cause. There is no mention in the new sentence of the damage that Hurricane Katrina did. That makes all 3 of those squares or locations inappropriate for the new sentence. So that's it, guys. We have again reached the end of our lesson about another reading section question called Insert Text. I hope that after listening to my lesson, you'd now find it easier to answer an insert text question. Please do not hesitate to ask questions by leaving them on the comment section, and I will do my best to answer them promptly. And always remember, the TOEFL is not difficult, if you know what to do. I have also uploaded other TOEFL lesson videos and some practice exercises here on my channel for you to sharpen your skills. Finally, please don't forget to subscribe, press like, and turn on the notification bell so that you'd be informed whenever I upload a new lesson or practice exercises. With that, see you again on the next episode of Learn the TOEFL the Easy Way with Teacher Fish. Have a great day, everyone.